I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with our week 6.5 of our Back on Track series. I'll explain the 6.5 here in a second. It'll be pretty clear. Basically, I'm calling it 6.5 because this has been a very, very crazy week for me. I haven't had any time to do any physical activity. Today I did a little bit of a walk, and that is literally it. So I don't feel it's fair to call it week 7. It would be straight out lying to you guys if I called this week 7. So we're going to call it 6.5. And I'm going to talk about that because my crazy week/weekend started all the way since last Friday. Now I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail on some of it to respect some people's privacy, but when I get there, you'll understand, and it is what it is. Okay. So let's go back to last Friday. So after I recorded week 6 of Back on Track on Friday, I got a text message from my eyeglasses place, and you may have noticed something a little different. No, it's not a new haircut. It's I got my new glasses. Got my new glasses, which is very exciting. I can see clearly now that all the scratches and mess is gone. It feels great. I love the new glasses. The only thing is they somewhat feel like it's weird because I don't have the nose pieces anymore. So it constantly feels like my glasses are off my nose a little bit, but they're not. So I'm constantly pushing them up, but there's nothing to push up. So I gotta get used to that. Once I get used to that, we're good, right? So then let's talk about the weekend. So unfortunately, again, I'm gonna keep this somewhat vague, but you gotta understand that I'll let you guys know anything that happens with me, right? I'm pretty open, but to respect privacy of certain people, because I don't know if they want me to tell people their business, and that's fine. But I had a family member have a medical issue over the weekend, Saturday night, so they had to go on an ambulance. And while they were gone, I was, taking care of, their house, their pets, and then my little brother, because my mom was helping them out. So it was a very scary endeavor. Luckily, as far as we know, they had a lot of tests done. They were there until Tuesday, so from Saturday night to Tuesday evening, they were there, and they had a bunch of scans done, a bunch of tests done, and as far as we know, they're okay. As far as we know, it's okay. Apparently, what may have happened was their regular doctor took them off some medication because they thought they don't need it anymore, and apparently, maybe they do. So as far as I'm going to go with it, but there was a medical emergency this weekend, and it was a crazy week. Hell, Saturday, I guess Sunday morning, leading into I guess Saturday night leading to Sunday morning when that issue started. Me and my mom stayed up all night. We didn't get any sleep that day. We stayed up all night because by the time she got home helping them out, she wasn't back home till 3 a.m. And so I didn't want her to, it was also Mother's Day. So I didn't want her to stay up by herself because she's going to go up in just a few hours to go back up and see them and make sure, make sure everything's good to go. So I stayed up with her. We chatted for hours and just hung out with her because I didn't want her to be, up by herself. She went back up. I went back to doing our business. I took some little naps as much as I could on Sunday, and pretty much from there, the entire weekend was just a big blur because she was constantly going up to the hospital, getting stuff they needed, making sure everything was good to go, and then I'm here, taking care of business. So it was a very, very busy, stressful weekend. And then on top of all of that, today's Thursday. My grandpa's actually coming to town. He's been planning on coming to town for about a month or so now. He lives in Iowa, and I've mentioned this in a few videos, and probably a few videos you'll see in the future because I recorded them before he got here. And since he was coming into town, we were preparing a bunch of stuff, preparing the spare room for him, to sleep in while he's here because he's gonna be here for about 5 days or so. And I also had to pre-record a bunch of videos to make sure I was good to go there because I don't want to just be recording while he's here or if he's sleeping. He's dead asleep. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and then he hears, "Ah!" ladies and gentlemen, just wakes him up in a cold. He wakes up in a cold sweat, doesn't know what's going on. No, but yeah, he's coming down. Very excited for that. So we've been very busy. So we're still working on stuff. He's gonna be here later today in the evening or so. But I just want to let you guys know what was going on. I didn't want to miss like an upload of the backer track because if I just didn't upload something, right, you know, people will be like, oh, did he already quit? Did he already tap out? Or, oh, I guess nothing's happening this week. Is he late? Did he forget to put something up? It's nothing like that. It's just been a very stress-inducing week. But as far as we know, like I said, everything's okay. They had a bunch of tests done, and let's just hope. We'll knock on wood. They're back on their medication that they got taken off of, and they're on some more medication to help hopefully prevent this from happening again. We'll see. It was very scary, and it also kind of supports my thought process of trying to get better on a better health and better fitness, because it's like something like that, and the more you know the less you take care of yourself, the more likely something like that is to happen to you, and it can happen like that, right? You could be fine 1 minute, and the next thing you know, something crazy happens, and it's scary. That's part of life, though. As you get older, that stuff is more likely to happen, and it's scary out there, man. It's very scary. The closest I've ever had to something like that happening to me, besides my car accident, was I once donated blood. This is probably, I don't know, 2012 maybe 2013, somewhere in that ballpark. I was living in Pittsburgh, and my roommate at the time went with me. We went to Joplin, Missouri, and I donated some plasma and some blood, or I guess just plasma. And I had never donated plasma before, and I didn't realize you had to drink a bunch of water beforehand, or not beforehand, but like after you were done. And I had no idea. So, I get my plasma, no problem. I get some money because at that time I was searching, I was applying everywhere, but nobody was hiring. I couldn't find a job, so I was trying to do anything I could to get like some extra money. I sold a bunch of video games and animes. I wish I never did because I wish I had that stuff still. But I sold a bunch of stuff because I needed just money to eat. That was the main thing. I didn't have money to eat food, and I couldn't get food stamps because even though I was a student, I wasn't working. And it was one of those days where we have to work at least 20 hours. Like, well, if I worked 20 hours, I wouldn't need food stamps to get food. It was terrible. But luckily my parents had sent me some food, some extra food that they needed. They didn't need out of their freezers and stuff. When I did get some money, I bought a bunch of ramen noodles, so I was living off ramen. Very stereotypical college stuff. But anyways, back to the story at hand. So I donated plasma, and at that time I was working out a lot, so I was in pretty good shape. And so again, I didn't really think much about it. I was already drinking lots of water. Like, that's pretty much all I drank was water at the time. Hey, Wiki's coming over here. I was drinking some water. He said, "Speaking of water, let me get some water." But so we decided he came with me originally because we were gonna go to the mall, and he was gonna try to sell some Pokemon cards. This is before the Pokemon cards. Imagine if he had some of those cards now. He still does probably. I don't know if any of them are worth anything, but so he went to a place called Vintage Stock, and we're looking at all these cards, and they have like this glass display, and like you can see the cards and stuff in there. And I'm just standing there, and all of a sudden I just get this weird feeling in my body. And I remember like looking outside, and it was pitch black outside. It was nighttime, and I looked outside, and I was like, man, I really just want to go outside. I don't know why. I was starting to get hot. I was feeling kind of hot and stuffy, and I was like, man, I just want to go outside. I remember that, and then the next thing I know, I'm on the floor, and someone's trying to pick me up, and I'm like, get off me, get off me. I was pissed, right? And I get up, and I apparently, because obviously I don't remember this part happening. Apparently I blacked out. My head hit the glass display, and then I fell on the floor. I blacked out because I was probably dehydrated from donating plasma, and or maybe not even dehydrated, but I lost all that water. My body just boom bit the dust, right? So I get up, and it was very scary because I don't remember anything like that happening. The last thing, like I said, I remember is looking outside and thinking to myself, man, I really want to go outside. So my roommate got me some water, and I'm drinking the water, and it was such a weird feeling. And that was the closest I've ever had to something like that happening. But it's very scary, and that something like that could happen to anybody anytime. And maybe not necessarily passing out from donating plasma. Maybe people will be smarter than me. Maybe do some extra research and drink some water after you're done. But I didn't really think about it. I was just like, hey, I'm done, no problem. Yeah, it was easy, easy clap, because they give you like a bottle of water. I think they gave me like a little bag of like goldfish or something. Not the living animal, like the snack cracker, right? So yeah, and then yeah, I blacked out. But anyways, we drove back home and everything was fine. But it was very scary. But anyways, guys, I just want to let you guys know this is week 6.5, right? Very minimal physical activity. Like I said, I did some walking today. This is the only day I've really had any free time at all. And even then, I still got some stuff to do. I need to record 4 more videos to meet my quota. Between today's Thursday, between Tuesday and today, I had about 2.5 days because he'll be here in just a few hours. What's up, buddy? Um, he'll be in just a few hours. I had to record 18 videos. I didn't have to. Some of them I'm good until like mid-May, and by mid-May I mean like in the 20th area. But I like to stay ahead. So, by the time he leaves, because I think he's staying until Tuesday, I wanted to maintain a nice little lead there, so I wasn't so much in a rush once he left. Like, oh my God, I gotta get these videos edited and ready and uploaded tomorrow. If I don't, I'm gonna miss an upload. So I wanted to make sure I was nice and ahead. And Mystery Dungeon, I needed videos because the other day I reached the end of that, which happens, right? Because I'll edit it or I'll record in bulk, right? Edit them, schedule them out, everything, and then I'll work on the next series and the next series and the next series, and eventually one of them comes up time for recording. But then also Pokemon Snap came out, and I had recorded 57 episodes of that. And again, you guys won't see that until Mystery Dungeon is done, but we're getting pretty close to being done with Mystery Dungeon. I think Mystery Dungeon could possibly be done in a month, maybe a month and a half. We'll see. I know that I said it's close to being done, but you gotta keep in mind that it's only an episode per 2 days. So really, if it's a month and a half, that's like 20 episodes, right? Give or take. So say like 20 more episodes, which is possible. Maybe it's 30 episodes, but we're getting there. Especially since you consider the fact that we're over 200 episodes deep in that series. 20, 30 episodes isn't that many. So, but yeah, it's been a crazy week, guys. Like I said, hopefully everything's okay. Now, hopefully you guys are having a good week. Hopefully you guys had a good week. And you know what? I'll see you guys next week. Once he leaves, he'll be like I said. I think he stays till Tuesday. I'll be back on the ground, so it's gonna be another kind of like half week. If he leaves Tuesday, maybe Tuesday night I can do some stuff. I don't want to do stuff while he's here, but maybe I'll still go for a walk or something while he's here on Monday and Tuesday. We'll see, and then we'll get back. Maybe Wednesday I'll do a session of yoga to maybe make up some lost time, and then we could kind of round out that 6.5 week to the seventh week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'm the Maverick Daniels bidding you farewell. Peace and one love. Bang!